Hey guys, it's Sean with the Brothers Workshop, and today I'm headed out to Cleveland, Ohio to pick up a new truck bed for the 1966 C20. I dug into the old bed and tried to cut out that steel plate, and it just wasn't happening. So I found this one on Facebook Marketplace, and it's from a pretty reputable hot rod shop. It's called Street Machinery, and it's out there in Cleveland. A lot of you guys in the C10 community probably have heard of it. It seems like he's on the up and up, and the photos look really good, better than anything I've seen down in West Virginia or anything like that. So I was a little worried about the rust and just basically stuff that's already on the 66 that I don't want to deal with. So I'm coming out here because I think it's a Western truck. It sure did look like it, and I'll show you guys some videos here as soon as we get up there. But I'm an hour into the trip and I have another hour to go, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. And hey, while you're at it guys, hit that like button, that way I know you're into this kind of stuff, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything on this build. And while you're at it, hit us up on Facebook and Instagram at The Brothers Workshop so you can stay up to date on everything outside of YouTube. We might need to start looking at mansions out here in Twinsburg. It'd be the perfect town for us.
Is on the right.
Finally got here, and as you can see, this place has got a lot of cool stuff. I'm gonna go in and see where our bed's at. When I first pulled up to the garage, I noticed this field of patina. Old metal, trucks, cars, it didn't matter what it was, they were all beautiful. Then I stumbled upon this crazy looking Ford COE. And that's the original cab over. And unfortunately it was a Ford, but boy, this thing was beautiful anyways. Looking out across the field of patina, I saw so many C10s. I really couldn't contain my excitement. But I had a mission, and I was able to finally find the truck bed with the help of the owner here, and his guys helped me bring it out to the truck and trailer. Unfortunately, it was just a few inches too big for the trailer, and his guys gave up pretty quickly, set it down, and then walked away. So I was left to take it apart by myself. For a quick second there, I didn't know what to do, and then I put my nose to the grindstone here, and I figured out that if I just took the two bed sides off, I would have three pieces and it would be easy to load into the truck. So that's exactly what I did, and I was left to do this by myself. However, I carry tools with me everywhere I go because you never know when you'll need them, and this is case in point. Especially when you're going to get car or truck parts, you're going to always want to bring some tools with you. Now, I didn't have any power tools, but all it did was just prolong the process here, and I was eventually able to get it apart, even though some of the bolts were really rusted in there and snapped off. It did take me a while. It took me about an hour and a half, and I know the video is deceiving here, but it was extremely hot that day, so that slowed me down as well. But I was able to separate the wood bed from the bed sides, and you know, again, I'm here doing this all by myself. But with a can-do attitude, you could do anything you put your mind to, especially especially if you want it bad enough. And boy, did I want this truck bed, so I wasn't gonna drive 2 hours just to stare at it. So I definitely put in the work, as you could see. Now the bed sides, they're actually relatively light. They have a little weight to them, but they're really not that bad compared to the wood floor. That's where we see most of the weight in these things. And like I said, you could do anything you put your mind to. I mean, just look, I did this myself. I wasn't about to just drive away after I went the whole way up here. So luckily, they worked with me here. And even though it was after shop hours, he kept the door open for me and let me get this job done. I just finished picking up the truck bed out here at Street Machinery. It's kind of an undertaking. Who knew the trailer was going to be too small, but I got to take it apart, load it up. Now it's time to go home, get it installed on our truck. Alright guys, I'm extremely exhausted now. It was real hot. The guys helped me for about 5 minutes, and then they had to go home because it was the end of their day. I didn't realize the truck was too small, or the trailer was too small, so I had to take it apart myself. And it's in here, and it's time to go home.
There's a speed trap ahead.
Oh. Better watch out. Slow down. Alright guys, I'm a sweaty mess, but we loaded it. We're on the way home. I've been on the road here for a second, but I forgot to mention that when I stopped back there to take a break, I texted the guy I just bought the truck bed from and asked him where it originated from, and he told me it was from Tennessee, and the truck itself was factory AC, big back window, but it was a long bed, and the guy who bought it, he wanted a short bed. Instead of chopping it down, which was the initial plan, he told him about a short bed that he had, and they swapped a short bed frame and the short bed and then paint matched it and did a really cool build. And he sent me a few photos of the truck itself now and the build, so I'm gonna put those right here for you. It looks like it was never anything other than the short bed, but he was left with the long bed here, and that's when I came across it. When I found it on the Facebook Marketplace. And it's really cool. I'm pretty stoked on it, but it's even cooler to know the history behind it and where it came from, and that it's a Tennessee truck, and that it had factory AC, and that it was the top of the line at that time. And it's even better to know that it wasn't chopped down, because some of us out here are trying to save long beds, me included. Again, it's just really cool to know the legacy of my truck and, well, my truck bed, and where my truck and my build came from and is going. So I told him I'd send some of my photos whenever we get ours done too. So, but other than that, I'm really learning how the fuel efficiency of towing in this truck is, and I'll show you guys right here that it's not that hot. The best fuel economy I've gotten is 11.4 mpg, and that's mostly because I'm towing, but a lot of hills